Welcome everybody to my first edition, my first YouTube video. Welcome to the chopping block. I'm going to go over a couple of knives today, one in particular that I haven't seen reviewed, and that is an Elite Tactical Machete. And I'm going to set you over here because I just got this machete today, and I want to put it through its paces and let everybody see what the thing can do. I'm interested to see what it can do. The majority of the blades that I have are high carbon steel, and I have one stainless steel, and that's the Silky Nada. That was my very first stainless steel knife. And I wanted to compare this to another stainless steel knife. And again, the Elite Tactical Machete. Just got this today. So far, I like what I see. This particular knife is 15 inches overall. It's got a 9.5-inch blade. Picked it up and get it closer. The weight on it is 1 pound 11 ounces. It does have some weight, which I do like that. G10 handles, which seem to be done very well. And the thing that attracted me to the knife, not only the shape of it, but also that it was not one of your 3CR13 steels, but it's just an 8CR18 MOV. And I know that 9CR18 MOV is pretty much an equivalent of 440C, and 440C is a pretty decent knife steel. So that's what made me pull the trigger and buy it. Very nice knife. One of the things I want to point out are the edges. The edges, you can see that this is a very thin edge up at the front, and then when you get towards the middle, it's a very thick edge. Probably more for splitting small stuff. Not sure. There, if you can see that fairly well, I hope. The sun is setting, so I'm hoping I have the light correct so that you can get a good look at it. But it is a very wide grind on the base of the blade. But again, the front is very thin. And like I said, I did have to sharpen it. I didn't like the sharpness of it the way it came. It wouldn't even shred the paper. So I haven't used it yet, and so that's what I come to see, what this thing can do. And I'm going to give it its first shot at a very, very old and seasoned piece of wood. And we're going to see what this thing does with this. On here. The baton holds up. The baton is crumbling. All the bark is falling off. There we go. Just broke through. Very nice fine-grained wood. When it does split, it makes very good kindling. Keep that there. And you know what, since this is small enough, I'm going to put this edge right here and see what this does. And it just popped off. very old and seasoned wood. There, this is supposedly titanium coated, and as you can see, it looks like some of that coating is wearing off on the very first split. So far, so good. Let's get another piece in here. We'll just try it in the middle now. Very good. Wasn't bad. I'll do it one more time. I'm seeing I do not have editing capabilities on my videos yet. I'm going to do the best I can to keep this concise and not bore you. Put this right here. Did well. Let's see what we can do here as far as shaving. That edge, that fat edge, needs to be sharpened better. I put a decent edge on it. I didn't put a great edge on it, but it does give you that finger choil to choke up. I really don't think this is going to do what I would like it to do. But let's see. It does some shaving, not great. Probably the edge would be better. And get it to stay still. And then I split it again. And make it a little smaller. More manageable. Still wants to twirl. We need just need a round piece. I have one over here. I just grabbed a branch. Yeah, that's not working out too good. Learning how to get positioning and the camera angle and everything is, it's all new. Let's try giving this another chop, see what it does. Baton out of the way. Forget my safety glasses. See what we got here. Fit in there pretty well. There you go. That at 1 pound 15 ounces, that's it should do that, and that's what I like about it. I like heavy knives. They can really help you out when it comes to trying to hone down the number of tools you got. There you go, I got some fine curls there. And And that's what this is all about, just trying to see what this thing can do and how well the edge holds up. Because I've never used a big knife consistently enough where it was made of 440C to see what the edge retention was. Try this again. Again, fit in pretty well. And there you go. Nice. Very nice. The handle seems very comfortable. It is G10 handles. And it's going to need some cleaning up by the time this is done. Let's see. There's something else we can... let's do a little chopping. Take this right here. See what we can do with the edge on here. Well, looks like I picked an end that has ants in it. They're not too happy. This thing definitely needs a lanyard because of the size of it. I will make one and put one on. See, that's pretty hard wood right there. This has been hanging around for a very long time. To skip a little bit off the edge, but again, probably your degree of sharpness is going to help that. Some of you may get it and have one that was sharper than mine, and I'm not great at sharpening knives yet, but I'm getting there. I use a diamond paddle and a mill file to sharpen my knives. Very hard. This wood is very hard, and there come the ants. I disturbed their territory. Something like that. But there you go. It can do it. It's a decent knife. So far I like it. That bit in pretty well. Like I said, that's very well seasoned wood. You can see it just is in there. And this thing's bouncing, which takes away some of the effect of the chopping. Much better. do it, I'd like to see how the Silky Nada does in comparison, since I'm using that. So I don't know if I showed you the sheath or not, but the sheath is a nylon, 16 to 80 denier nylon, and it looks like it's got a very pliable, very thin plastic sheet on the inside. This just slides in. And it's got two snap retentions, which holds it very nicely. Sheath is decent. It's got rivets, which is going to hold up really well. I had something like this that didn't have rivets, and this little edge piece ended up coming off and I had to resew it. That's on another knife. But overall, fairly decent. I like it so far. Let's see what the Silky can do. Comparison. I know it splits very well, but let's see what it does with this hardened piece of wood here. This is one of my favorite knives, and I'm really glad I got this. Let's see here. Yeah, I think this is much better. Much better. This also came very sharp, and it holds an edge very well. I sharpen it with my mill file, and I really like it. It reminds me of a high carbon steel 5160 with the edge retention that it has, because I do have some 5160s that I really like. But this definitely chops better than the other one that I just showed you, the Elite Tactical. But again, I think this one is sharper, and I will work on the edge on the other one. I wish it came sharper, but it didn't. So it's up to me to get it that way. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this was my first, but it's a decent knife. So far I like it. Sometimes you just got to get used to it. Thank you for watching.